It was a long and busy day, but the 49ers got the job done following the first round of the 2020 NFL Draft, coming out with a defensive tackle in Javon Kinlaw and also a wide receiver in Brandon Aiyuk. 49ers essentially replaced the guys that they may have lost this offseason with two young, talented players. And I got some pretty good news about that. We got some conversations with our first round picks. But before we get to that, you can't forget, you got to stay tuned to 49ers.com for everything draft. We have a one-on-one with Brandon Aiyuk coming out, and also the top players available on the board. 49ers have no day two picks. So what will they be doing tomorrow? Will they be kicking their feet up? We will find out shortly. Make sure you guys stay tuned. But first, I'm going to toss it to Javon Kinlaw, 49ers 14th overall pick. And then stand by, I also have NBC Sports Bay Area's Ian Williams, former 49er, breaking down the picks. Let's toss it to Javon. We are joined with the 49ers 14th overall pick in the draft, Javon Kinlaw. First things first, welcome to the family. How has this draft process been for you these last few days, hours, minutes?
It's been lit, honestly, man. I'm just ready to go. I'm excited.
I want to hear about the story when your phone rang. Were you expecting the 49ers to be on the other line? How was that waiting game for you?
I mean, I wasn't expecting it, but, it's somewhere that I wanted to go, So, it was cool, man. It was cool. I was all over the place.
So tell me why. Why was San Francisco a place that you might have wanted to go?
I just want to play on that D-line. I mean, they play the right way. They play with the physicality, that you're supposed to have. They just relentless. They get off the ball, they penetrate, to get to the ball.
So you're joining names like Nick Bosa, who was just in your shoes a year ago, Eric Armstead, D Ford, a list of first-round talent right here. How much do you know about these guys, and how eager are you to jump on the field with them?
I mean, I don't know much about them, but I know they play the right way, and I'm excited, man. I'm excited to soak up some of the knowledge, or if not all the knowledge that they know. I'm gonna be like a mosquito on these guys.
That's a good way to put it. Be a mosquito, be a sponge, soak up all that knowledge. So what's been your impression of this 49ers team from what you've seen? I know you were focused on your college ball, but these are NFC champs right here. What do you know about this team?
I mean, they win. That's all you need to know. They winners. I just want to be a part of that. See how that's feeling.
Good answer. So tell me about that call. Who was on the other line? What was that conversation like?
I mean, I'd be lying if I could tell you, honestly. So much was going through my mind. I just was hearing voices. So I don't even know. I know John Lynch was on there.
Listen, the general manager was on the line. That matters a lot. We got to talk about your video. So NFL was going live, and your dad was there.
Yeah.
The video rolled off the couch onto the floor. How's he doing? How's he taking everything?
That's his team. He love the 49ers, man. That's his team. Yeah, that's been his team too for a long time. So I know that's probably why he did that. He just being him, man.
So it all makes sense now. Everything makes sense.
For sure. I mean, that's why I'm just ready to go. I'm ready to go.
Is he aware that he might become a meme now? The internet's already talking about him going off the couch.
Hey, man, that's what we do. It's all right. He loving it.
All right, John, what kind of player is the 49ers getting in a guy like you?
Just another physical presence to add to that front. A guy that's going to go get it. A guy that's willing to come in and learn and also compete with the best of them,
So I'm going to tell you first, that hat looks mighty good on you. But I'm going to now let you introduce yourself to the faithful. The stage is yours. It's probably one of the best fan bases in the NFL. So take this moment, shout out your new family, allow them to get to know you.
Javon Kinlaw, man. I don't even know what to say, honestly. I don't even know, man. I'm just so excited. That's all I can really say. Blessed.
I'm going to tell you. The faithful are excited to have you. Welcome to the family. Enjoy this moment, and we cannot wait to get you out in Santa Clara.
I appreciate it.
Fresh off of the conclusion of the first round of the 2020 NFL Draft, we are joined by NBC Sports Bay Area and former 49er Ian Williams in the house. Ian, a lot just transpired over the last couple of hours. We'll jump to pick number 14 first before we make our way to the 49ers' most recent move. But Javon Kinlaw, what are the 49ers getting in a guy like him?
Well, I'm excited as a defensive lineman, obviously, to see that the 49ers are drafting another defensive lineman. And he's the same mold as DeForest Buckner. So he's going to be a menace. He's going to be a tear in the middle. And he's going to be another guy you compare in the inside. Now, as a quarterback, looking at what he can do, as a quarterback, you can't just throw the ball. You got to put a little bit of air on that ball, so you're allowing linebackers and DBs to actually make a play on that ball. So he's going to bring a different element to the game. Whereas, he's stepping onto the field as a rookie, maybe not every play, but he'll step onto the field and he'll be in a rotation with a lot of other guys, DJ Jones, Eric Armstead, Solomon Thomas, who will get more reps this season. So it's going to be an exciting competition battle to see who comes out of training camp and is the starter, who has the situational reps on third and passing downs.
Now, to get Javon Kinlaw, the 49ers actually traded back a spot, picked up 117th overall, but ended up getting rid of that quickly to jump up and draft a wide receiver. Brandon Aiyuk, what are the 49ers getting in a wide receiver like him? How does he stand out from what the 49ers currently have on their roster?
It was great to see what the 49ers organization was able to do with the picks to be able to trade back and get an extra fourth-round pick. Because if they don't have that fourth-round pick, they're not able to draft or trade back up and get Brandon Aiyuk at 25. But him, being able to get that guy at 25, obviously, getting an extra, elite receiver in that wide receiver room to be able to take the ball from a normal slant route or a normal out route to the house. He's going to be in the same mode as Deebo Samuel. Also with the Emmanuel Sanders, you're losing, this type of production. He's going to New Orleans, but now you have another receiver who fits that type of production, who can go out there and be a go-to receiver on first, second, and third down. So the sky's the limit to see what they do with him. You have other receivers in that room. Jalen Hurd coming off of injury. He's going to be exciting to see what he does in training camp in this season. Then you have Kendrick Bourne, another guy. So seeing these young receivers kind of develop is going to be fun over this 2020 season.
All right, with that being said, 49ers back to where they started with no day two picks. Do you foresee any movement going on? What are the 49ers going to do? Because that's it's almost their sweet spot right there. I mean, jumping up into round 5, that's where you get your Kittles, your Dre Greenlaws. But still, rounds 2 through 4, what are the 49ers, in your mind, what do you think they're going to do here?
Jed York already tweeted out that, he's kind of going to be kicking his feet up for day 2. He's tweeted out, what's everybody going to be doing tomorrow? So that's kind of telling me they're going to be chilling tomorrow. They have no second round, third round picks. So they're going to be sitting pretty. Obviously they got a lot of talent with those 2 first round picks, but now they're going to be looking for day 3 to kind of see what they can do. Maybe, they use from some of their draft capital for 2021 to trade back up into this draft. And also you have Marquise Goodwin and other couple of guys that you've put out there for trade offers. So maybe you get a mid-round pick for Marquise Goodwin that you can, make something happen on day 2 or earlier in day 3. But as of right now, they'll be picking late rounds.
If anybody knows, it's Ian Williams. Ian, thank you so much for stopping by, giving us a little insight to these picks. We're getting a totally different analysis from having you on here, so we greatly appreciate it. You stay safe out there. We'll catch up soon. Fresh off of the conclusion of the first round of the 2020 NFL Draft, we are joined by NBC Sports Bay Area and former 49er Ian Williams in the house. Ian, a lot just transpired over the last couple of hours. We'll jump